The hidden connection between ancient China and the first Americans. For centuries, historians and archaeologists have debated the origins of the first people to inhabit the Americas. Traditional theories suggested that early humans migrated from Siberia to North America via the Bering Land Bridge. Yet new discoveries are challenging this long-standing narrative. Recent genetic research has uncovered a direct female lineage from China, suggesting a previously unknown migration route that may have significantly shaped the populations of the Americas. This groundbreaking revelation not only reshapes our understanding of ancient migrations, but also raises fascinating questions about early human exploration, adaptation, and survival. Could it be that the first Americans had deeper genetic ties to East Asia than previously believed? How might this change our perception of the cultural and biological evolution of indigenous populations? The long-standing theory, Beringia and the first Americans. For decades, the most widely accepted theory about the peopling of the Americas was the Bering Land Bridge hypothesis. During the last ice age, sea levels dropped, exposing a vast landmass, Beringia, that connected modern-day Russia and Alaska. This land bridge allowed small bands of hunter-gatherers to migrate from Siberia into the Americas. Once the glaciers receded, these groups spread southward, giving rise to the indigenous peoples of North and South America. This theory was supported by archaeological finds, including Clovis culture artifacts dating back around 13,000 years. Additionally, genetic studies confirm that indigenous American populations share common ancestry with Siberian groups. However, recent discoveries have challenged the simplicity of this theory. New evidence suggests that the migration into the Americas was far more complex, involving multiple waves of settlers from various regions, possibly including East Asia and even Pacific island groups. The DNA breakthrough, a maternal link to China. A recent genetic study published in 2023 uncovered a previously unknown maternal lineage, haplogroup D4H, that connects indigenous Americans with a lineage found in southern China. Mitochondrial DNA, which is passed from mother to child, revealed that this genetic marker appeared in both modern Native American populations and ancient remains found in China. Researchers suggest that a group of early humans carrying this lineage migrated to the Americas around 19,000 to 26,000 years ago, much earlier than the Clovis culture. Their route may have been along the Pacific coast rather than through Beringia, using boats or ice-free coastal pathways to travel from East Asia to the Americas. This finding supports the coastal migration theory, which argues that rather than trekking across the icy tundras of Siberia, some of the earliest settlers may have navigated along the shores, island-hopping their way from Asia to the New World. The discovery of this lineage also suggests that cultural and genetic exchange between Asia and the Americas may have been more extensive than previously believed. Could there have been continued contact between these groups over generations? Further studies on ancient remains and artifacts may provide new insights. Tracing the journey. How did they arrive? If this early migration occurred, how did these people travel such vast distances? The answer may lie in an ancient maritime culture that used simple boats to navigate coastal waters. Several pieces of evidence support this possibility. Maritime adaptations. Archaeological finds in East Asia indicate that humans in southern China and Southeast Asia were skilled at coastal navigation as early as 40,000 years ago. Kelp Highway Hypothesis. The Pacific coastline provided a rich marine ecosystem, allowing early migrants to sustain themselves with fish, seaweed, and shellfish. Island hopping. A possible migration route could have included Japan, the Kuril Islands, and down the Pacific coast into North America. This alternative migration route aligns with the genetic evidence of haplogroup D4H, which is found in some Native American populations, but not in the Siberian groups traditionally linked to the peopling of the Americas. Additionally, linguistic and cultural similarities between some indigenous American and East Asian groups suggest that these early migrants may have brought with them more than just genes. Ancient boat-building techniques, hunting practices, and spiritual beliefs could have been transmitted across generations, creating a subtle but lasting connection between these distant regions. The role of climate and environmental changes. Another factor that may have influenced these migrations is the changing climate and environment. During the last glacial maximum, around 26,000 to 19,000 years ago, massive ice sheets covered much of North America, making overland travel nearly impossible. However, coastal areas remained relatively ice-free, offering a viable path for migration. Melting glaciers may have also facilitated sea level changes that created temporary land connections or altered ocean currents, making long-distance travel easier or more difficult depending on the time period. These shifts in the environment would have played a crucial role in shaping migration patterns and human settlement. Why is this discovery important? This finding has profound implications for our understanding of early human history. Rewriting the story of early Americans. The discovery of a Chinese maternal lineage in indigenous Americans suggests that multiple groups with diverse backgrounds contributed to the first human populations in the New World. Expanding migration theories. It supports the idea that oceanic travel played a significant role in early human dispersal, challenging the idea that all migration occurred by land. Bridging ancient civilizations. This research strengthens genetic links between ancient East Asians and Native Americans, shedding new light on shared cultural and genetic heritage. Understanding human adaptation. The ability of early humans to navigate vast oceanic distances suggests a level of sophistication in tool-making, survival strategies, and knowledge transmission that had previously been underestimated. Conclusion. A new chapter in human migration. The revelation of a female lineage from China in the first Americans is a game-changer in the study of early human migration. It highlights the complexity of prehistoric movements and suggests that our ancestors were far more adventurous and capable than we once thought. As technology advances, further discoveries may reveal even more surprising links between ancient populations, proving that the history of humanity is not a simple story, but a vast and interconnected journey across the globe. One thing is certain. The peopling of the Americas was not a single migration, but a series of epic voyages, some of which may have begun thousands of miles away in the heart of ancient China. The story of human migration is far from complete, and each discovery brings us one step closer to understanding our shared past.